Buddy, this is Mrs. Tanner from SD Spady Elementary, and I'm here to read you The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. This is published by Kids Can Press, and we appreciate them letting us read it. The Most Magnificent Thing. And magnificent means like really, really extra, incredibly, awesomely great, right? The most magnificent thing. This is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, they relax. She makes things, he unmakes things. Oh. One day, the girl has a wonderful idea. She's going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it. And she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. Does that happen to you? I know this happens to me pretty often. I have a brilliant idea, but I always find that making it is way harder than I think it will. First, she hires an assistant. Yeah. Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. That doesn't really look very far out of the way, does it? Lots of things going on there. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. Doesn't feel right either. They're shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good or even kind of sort of okay. It's all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. That's what happens to me sometimes is you have this idea in your head, but what I make never matches quite up to what I think it will. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she's finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds antenna. That's a lot of different tries, isn't it? She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. One even smells of stinky cheese. But none of them are magnificent. Oh, it's not very good. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing she has in her mind. Oh. She gets mad. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. Oh, this feels bad. If the thing would just work! Crunch. That's going to hurt, isn't it? The pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain, and she explodes. It is not her finest moment. I've had a few of those. I'm no good at this. I quit. Oh. Ever do that? Her assistant suggests a walk. A walk? It's not much help at first. But before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. I know exactly how that feels. Do you? As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something surprising. There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolt on one, the shape of another, the wheel to seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop that leak. This one's all wet. Ooh, and her assistant's chasing a squirrel. That's too funny. The afternoon falls into evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant. The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left, and it's a bit heavier than expected. The color could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted. They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. And you know what I really like about this book? I really like that it shows the girl and how she's like trying to figure things out, and that even when it gets hard, she keeps going. Yeah, I really like this book. This is one of my favorites. And I know just how she feels when it said it was not her finest moment. I've had a few of those. Have you? Yeah. Persistence is a hard thing. Well, thanks. It was really fun reading to you. Bye.